I'm live. Wait. See if everything is actually working. And let's see if my mic is loud enough this time. Is it? Let's see if my compared to the music. Cool. Okay. Yeah, I might turn it down a second. What is that unit? A few. 0.7. That's good. And then how do I share this? Okay, cool. So I might chat on my phone here. Oh yeah, I gotta go in low power mode or else that's gonna die. Okay. 1 in queue. Very good. Oh wait, I can't do low power mode if I have my chat on my phone, so I won't be able to, like, it'll turn off. So I can do my cable and my phone charger here, but it's a bit far, so I can't read the chat that well. I could do over here, propped up on this like globe. I don't know if this globe is like able to support. Well, it could, but my phone, can it like flip around? I don't know. Whatever. Let's do audio only. And we could do. Wait, will that work? Oh wait, that kind of works. If my phone falls though, that's unfortunate because it could. It's not the best situation. Let's go. Oh, can I? Oh shoot, wait, I missed it. It's this way. There's LSA. Alright. I take this as the aid for it we seek. Right then. As soon as Alpha arrives, we go. I trust you're feeling suitably heroic, Yevon. There's no telling what sort of resistance we'll face in there. True. Alright. Let's see. Sissa! What's that one? Primal. Cool, you glad to pursue so quickly. I'll not suffer any further delays. Titan? That's the primal. I think this is the arena, I'm pretty sure. We're gonna fight another Titan. Lay down your arms and surrender. We have your crystals. There will be no summoning this day. Overdwellers here, but how did you... Where are my parents, Patriarch? Where are they? Nah, bro, you're cooking. Oh. Mother? Father? Coke for the furnace. You monster. How could you? Damn. I see your chat message. I weep but servants of the Lord of Crags. We are his. He may drink of our blood and partake of our flesh. He might draw upon the strength of his children and defend them from the tyranny of the overdwellers. No, Alice, not yet. I'm reading this for you, Kill Snipe 10. I understand, Patriarch, I do. Your fear, your anger, your hate. It's because you're the only one here. You would do anything to protect your people, anything to deliver them from despair. Whatever it takes to ensure that those who threaten you can never do so again. But in your single-minded pursuit of this objective, you have brought suffering on your own kith and kin. You have sacrificed the lives of the very people you sought to protect. It needs to be this way, Patriarch. Renounce this bloody course, cease your attempts to summon your god, and work with us together to build a lasting peace. Another peace to be abandoned at the Overdweller's convenience. Oathbreakers, all of you. Liars, betrayers, oathbreakers. You take, and you take. And when you have had your fill, you sue for peace. You promise that this time is the last until you grow hungry again. When we dare defend ourselves, you declare this as a beast tribe cannot be suffered to live, that our gods drain the land of Ether and bring naught but suffering, death, destruction, suffering upon us all. I will hear no more lies from you and yours, Overdweller. You've ruined your own lands. You'll not ruin ours. Okay. I said I'd come for you, and I did. I'm here. Brother God. Say something, please, please. Please! Titan, bruh. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up! Wake up! Is this like morning summoning Titan? Not yet. I'm in the patch quests of Heavensward. And I'm almost there. Seven heavens. Ffxiv, yeah. I'm here. Oh, Afna, leave him to me. We must away. No, get out of here. it's just Titan running about. But the 12, how could I be so foolish? I should have known better than to let Abu accompany us, given what we were like to find. There's anguish and despair have severed the birth of primal, just as surely as the supplication of the faithful. Worse, being born of such tumultuous emotion, this incarnation of Titan seems incapable of naught but violence. Yeah, okay, so his mourning literally summons Titan. If we have one cause for optimism, is that while many crystals were present, they represented but a fraction of the quantity intended for the summoning ritual. So is it, like, weak? Okay, yeah, meaning the Titan must be far weaker than planned. Be that as many, he is yet as primal, and the longer we'll leave him to bleed the land of ether, the stronger he will grow. And should Titan be permitted to leave, more lives will be lost. The Maelstrom will rally their troops and the cycle will continue. Yevon, you know what must be done. Will you face the Lord of Crags once more? Thank you, my friend. Alice and I will tend to Gabu, but when you have finished with the primal, look for us in Camp Overlook. We'll be expecting you. So, I do... Oopsies. I am going to confront Titan once again. Interesting. Well, because let me pull up this. I had this quest guide up. Didn't say that there was a primal that like a trial I needed to do, but I mean, obviously I'm doing one. It's like a repeat though, so maybe that's not why it's not listed, but I feel like it would list it. Either way, it doesn't matter. Let's do it. But I'm gonna pull up. I'm chat mod this way, guys. This way. Don't worry, I'll keep stuff in check. Yeah, you want mod? Hold on. I can give you mod actually. Just give me a second. I'll have to pull up my stream. I hear myself. Mute. Guys, mod this guy. I mean, I'll mod you, because I know you. Fun fact. Oh, and I just pulled up your Twitch. Did not mean to do that. We can do... Do I have to go into, like, a stream manager? I think I know how to do it on my phone, but yeah. Mod. You are now modded. How many mods do I have? I've got 4 mods, well, 3 mods actually, because one of them's stream elements. I mean, yeah, I guess I'm not mod. If I send a message in chat, it's just, I get the the streamer, like, icon, because I'm the streamer. This is my stream, pal. Yeah, watch out. Anyway, we're getting some gameplay over here in just a moment. That's out of the way. Supposedly less than 5 minutes, but it is like it's like a full like party. gonna take a moment. Here's the real person here, so maybe you're gonna join this queue. And of course there'll be people in Party Finder mostly. Or Duty Finder. Let's turn these on. We're almost offline. It's funny, most of my friends are like on different data centers. Let's go. Well, I've got to, shoot. Yeah, I knew my phone would fall. Okay, let me just fix that. There we go. I have 2 friends on Midgard's Armor though. One's my brother, and the other's someone I saw on Midgard's Armor, and I typically play on here because my brother is on here. But you're in a cutscene. Okay, so you're probably gonna join this, but you might not be in the same one as me. I don't know if this is a suitable way to do my phone, because it keeps falling. 53% is enough for this. Probably not. I don't know how long I'll be streaming for, but I do have a good amount of quests until Stormblood. I mean I'm in 3.4 still, and I have to do 3.5 and 3.56. But 15 more quests, which is not bad. It's a decent amount, but like I don't have anything to do. I mean, it's Christmas Eve. That's nice. So tomorrow's gonna be fun. But right now, there we go. There's nothing really for me to do. Here we go out. But I think people are busy right now. But anyway, I want to play this. Go. happened there. I think that was fast. Okay. It's my fault. I would like to be res, guys. They all left. Very fast. Okay. I got a com. I got a player accommodation. Psych. Dude. Okay. Right. Speaking of comms, how many do I have? It's been a while since I checked. I'll check once I load in here. $34. It's alright. I mean, I play mainly DPS. Well, I've only played tank once, so it makes sense. I do want to play some other jobs soon, though. Especially because my Dragoon is low-key overleveled. Ah, there he is. Did I not say you would return safe and sound? The deed is done then. Titan is no more? Good. It's been enough tragedy this day. He's been acting like that since he regained consciousness. We believe he can hear us, but he's made no attempts to respond. He's almost certainly still in shock, but we cannot discount the possibility that he succumbed to the Primal's influence. Should that prove to be the case, he must be put to death like any other thrall. Such is the Alliance's policy, yes? Oh. Did 14 get DDoSed again? The other day, the game got DDoSed. I don't know why. Just keep happening. It definitely got DDoSed. But while he was in the cutscene too. Okay. I don't know. This happened yesterday. I think the game keeps getting DDoSed. Yeah. They're gonna have some maintenance, I think. We're back toward daylight. Yeah, okay. Probably did. It's funny. Yeah, this has been regularly happening. You're like, there's no way to prevent this, and this is the only MMO where this regularly happens. But whatever. Yesterday, there was a DDoS. I mean, I haven't played in a while, so I haven't really seen them, but I saw them yesterday. This is the server is currently congested. Players in queue 531. That's how many people got in queue when I rejoined after. Let's see. Yep. See, because now the reason there's so many is because everyone is trying to log on at once. It's so stupid. Hopefully everything, like, saved. I mean, it did. I mean, like, I'm gonna have to skip some dialogue in that cutscene to just go through it. But that's annoying. 538. That's gonna take a second. So, I have no choice just to chill about, you know. There's nothing else to do. But like, yeah, it low-key just gets DDoSed too often. $344. Let's go. Anyway, I guess I can go look at quests I need to do. I mean, I know they're doing maintenance today. It's going to be around like 8 p.m. I think. Is that Eastern time? So 7. I don't know what time zone they use. But whatever it is, I mean, it'd probably be Eastern. It's like the standard, I feel like. Just want to get that through. I'll go back. 250. Hey, it's good. But it's annoying that this has to happen. Like I get so mad if this happened during the trial just now. I mean, because then I got to re-queue for it and all this. $156 players in queue. Stop getting DDoSed, 14. There we go. Okay. Finally loading in. We'll see. Alright, let's actually do this. Oh, and I just accidentally opened this guide. The Lodestone Play Guide in your web browser. Okay, I'm gonna have to skip some dialogue. You have the right of it. But we must not rush to conclusions. After all, we once feared that Ysael's followers are beyond reason, and many have since laid down their arms and accepted Ishgard's peace. We can but watch, wait, and pray. And the people are talking about, yeah, Japan is getting hit. I don't know, it's interesting. Sorry, I'm really right here. Often we may rather not worry about what may or may not come to pass. There's not to be gained from dwelling on an eventuality over which we have no control, much less of one which we may never even come to pass. Let us tend to more immediate matters, informing Commander Lorden of Titan's demise, for example. You may be certain that he would be glad of news. Would you be so kind as to break it to him? I will. Where is you? Ah, your sight for sore eyes. When the others came back without you, I feared the worst, but they said you had matters well in hand. All settled then, is it? I'm glad to hear, but not half as glad as my men will be. Believe you me. Regardless of whether or not he was summoned properly, a primal is a primal, and there's ain't a south in the maelstrom that hasn't lost a friend to one. Don't get me wrong, like, we were all prepared to do our part, but we weren't so naive to think that we'd live to tell the tale. Thankfully, of course, it didn't come to that, which, my friend, sounds to me like cause for celebration. Now, I know you have a lot of places to be, but why not stay the night? We'd be honored to raise a glass to the triumphant return of the Titan's bane.
Who goes there?
It's just me.
Oh, it's you. Forgive me for straying from the camp. He hasn't been feeling too welcome, to say the least. I thought a change of scenery might do him good. But, alas. It's so quiet out here. The stars spread out before us, beckoning across time and space. Dawn may banish even the darkest night. How bitterly beautiful, those words. I should be stronger for all my experiences, yet my heart aches more than ever. I never understood why Grandfather gave his life that day. I thought that if I came here, I would find the answers I needed. But when I finally laid eyes on the land he sacrificed everything to save, saw firsthand the bickering, the pettiness, I was disappointed. I was angry. I could not fathom how these people were more deserving of his love than his family, than me. Nevertheless, I had to believe he had good reason. I was determined to uncover the whole truth of the calamity and, perhaps in so doing, find my own purpose in this sea of chaos. My travels have been enlightening, but I cannot say that I have enjoyed them. I have lost count of the many petty crises that I was helpless to resolve and of the people whose actions I could not understand. There were others, of course. Good people. People with whom I felt a kinship, whose lives I could not save. I found myself asking what it was all for. Why try if I was doomed to fail in the end? But then I recalled Grandfather's words to my father, years ago, before he left Charlayan behind forever. To ignore the plight of those one might conceivably save is not wisdom, it is indolence. We must all protect that which we hold most dear in the manner of our own choosing. We have to try, do we not? Of course, it's one thing to try and another to do. There were times while I was tracking the warriors of darkness when I faltered, when I was afraid. But then I thought of my brother, of Urianger. Oh, pray forgive me. This conversation has been rather one-sided, hasn't it? Mayhap you could recount some of your adventures in Ishgard. We had no clear memories of our life in the hinterlands, having returned to the motherland as infants. Nevertheless, I am quite familiar with Master Matoya, as is every Charlayan. I should like to speak with her someday. 'Twould not surprise me if Alphino's recent maturation was at least somewhat due to her sage guidance. I would never tell him this, of course, but there have been moments when I've caught myself thinking of him as an elder brother. The hopes and dreams of so many rest on your shoulders, Warrior of Light. As long as the sun rises, we can but carry on, for the sake of those we hold dear.
Alright. Just more, I think, maybe. Yeah. Warrior of Darkness.
To what end dost thou cling to the tainted gifts of the Mother?
Every tool has its purpose. Even this. Well, what is it?
The seeds sown in Vilbrand have been plucked from the earth and left to wither. Alas, Titan's demise sufficed not to drive the kobolds to deepest desperation.
What did the man in white have to say?
That we are to proceed as he did first set forth.
Well, that's easy for him to say. It's not his bloody world on the brink of destruction, is it?
Be thou well reminded that with an end to Ishgard's unrest, naught now remaineth to preoccupy the Scion's thoughts. And thus may they devote their every energy to thwarting thee and thine. I foresee only greater difficulties ahead.
Foresee? Are you sure you don't welcome them? I'm starting to think you might hold a candle for your old friends after all.
Pray do not mistake mine intent. I but look upon the path which lieth before us with due trepidation. Shouldst thou be of like mind, pray consider then another course. For the power to invoke the ardor belongeth not unto the Ascians alone. With thine own hand strike down thine enemy, the so-called hero who would see thy home lost to light. Do but this, and thou wouldst at a single stroke disrupt the all too delicate balance of this realm, plunging her straightways into chaos.
You do realize what you're suggesting, yes?
To ignore the plight of those one might conceivably save is not wisdom, it is indolence. The words of my teacher, and a creed I hold close to my heart.
Very well. Draw him out. We'll make it quick.
It shall be done. What good a creed one cannot uphold? What hurts soothed? What lives saved? Oh, hapless fool, what hast thou wrought by thine own hands? Minfilia, my friends, I shall not now beg your forgiveness. Full deeply though it paineth me to walk it, I shall not stray from my chosen path. As Moonbreeder remains steadfast, so too shall I.
What ho, Yevon? I trust you had a good night's rest. I was but this moment speaking with Thancred and Ystral via Link Pearl. They had some interesting news to share. Apparently, during the course of their respective investigations, both came across crates which had once borne Ishgardian seals. It would seem that someone in the capital has been very busy indeed. Accordingly, the Temple Knights have launched a full-scale investigation. Sir Emmerich believes that it was only a matter of time before the culprits are found, but we shall have to wait and see. In the meantime, it seems only prudent to look in the recent activities of the other tribes in case they are flush with Ishgardian crystals. And with that in our mind, I suggest we pay a revenge or another. Wait, where's Alice? She was here just a moment ago with Gabu. Where is Alice? There you are. Let me guess, it's time to leave, isn't it? My apologies for disappearing again. If it is any consolation, I've already packed my things. How is he? Brother, Commander Blade, something tells me you're not solely here for the concern of his welfare. But to answer your question, there has been no change. He will not speak or eat. I'm not even sure if he slept. If he did, he seems none the better for it. He just shuffles about with the same expression on his face. You will look after him, won't you, Commander, and treat him with every kindness? He's still in there, I know it. Beneath the anguish and the despair, he's still fighting with all his heart. He deserves to be given that chance until he comes back to us, until we know for certain what has become of him. Aye, aye. You don't need to worry. If he hadn't risked his neck to warn us and help you secure that better part of the crystals, this couldn't have turned out a damn sight worse than it did. We'll not soon forget that, and nor will Maelstrom command. I'm so sorry, Gabu. I truly am. You should never have been made to, and I know I cannot possibly understand. Perhaps there's nothing I can do or say. The pain, the anger, the helplessness. Hold fast to the memories of better times. Remember them as they were. And when it hurts so much your heart feels fit to burst, let it burst. Let it burst and fill up again with your love for them. And never, ever forget. Come along, little one. I will remember them. And you, Alice. Thank you. He talked? Have faith, sister. Your words have reached him. In time, he will recover. And those who orchestrated these events will be made to answer for their crimes. A thousand times over, there will be a reckoning. Those birthday tickets. We've heard the glad tidings from Ogamor, my friends. By the grace of the 12 and your most valiant efforts, the people of Limsa may rest easy. I should like to think so, yes. Though we failed to prevent the Lord of Crags from manifesting, we did succeed in weakening him, enabling our friends to dispatch him before the warriors of darkness could make matters worse. 'Twas by no meaning unmitigating success, but it will have to suffice. Then let us speak for another matter, one which weigheth heavy on my lady's mind. As thou didst request, I sought out the rune oracles, that we might better understand the aims of the warriors of darkness. Though their copious use of allegory defieth any single interpretation, the oracles paint a most disturbing picture, one of words parallel to our own, apart yet linked, reducted to ruin with every umbral calamity. 7 times have they succeeded. Then of 10 and 3, only 6 worlds remain. Aye, All is as my lady Minfilia spake unto thee. As for what becometh of these reflections when they and the source are rejoined, frail flesh and dun in umbral fires, each soul surrendereth to her call, to flow into the endless sea, they to endure as one and none. Then if the warriors of darkness succeed, everyone in the world will die? Everyone in there. In essence, the first speaketh of the reunification of the flesh and subsequent return to the life stream. However, this faith may yet be preferable to the alternative, for if the first were to fall to transcendent light in the manner of the warriors of darkness described, it would give way unto a void wherein none may know either life or death. Far better to die, they reason, for in death there is life. The essence of a soul which returneth unto the source may be born anew. Saved, such at least is their belief, I surmise. If that is true, then gods, no one should ever have to make such a choice. Ere we speak further on this subject, I would share with thee another recent discovery. It would seem that several sizable shipments of crystals have been delivered into the hands of certain Alamegan parties. Alamegans? Strange. And you believe this is the work of the same Ishgardian smugglers who supplied the beast tribes? I know beyond a shadow of doubt, lest thou wonder at the motive. I would remind you that the Essence did once attempt to bring about the summoning of Ragor. The individuals who took receipt of these shipments are refugees belonging to a group devoted to the cause of Alamegan liberation. It may also interest thee to know that their Ishgardian suppliers appear to be none other than the remnants of Eileen Royal's network of spies. Surely you jest, and yet it's not so surprising. Bereft of leadership and hunted by the Alliance, I can well imagine such villains being desperate enough to conspire with the Asians, assuming they even know or care who their new employers are. All of which is irrelevant. Forgive me, we must seek out the resistance group which received the crystals without delay. Yevon, Alice, will you come with me to Little Alamigo? Yes, of course. I should like to hear what they have to say for themselves firsthand. May you ever walk in the light of the crystal. Off note, Alice, Yevon, are you listening? Are you through listening? Good, I have tidings. The Temple Knights raided the smuggler's warehouse less than an hour ago. A cursory interrogation of the person received confirmation that they were in the employ of, and I hope you were sitting down, a man in black robes. Then you have them. And the crystals too? What few remained, regrettably, it would seem they dispatched one final shipment in the hours before we struck. 'Twas bound for Little Alamigo, we are told, where it would be received by members of the local resistance group. Since Sir Emmerich's men no longer have need of my service, I've mind to head that way. As do we. By happy coincidence, we learned of the shipments but a few moments ago. Ha! And there I was thinking I might finally be one step ahead of the Warrior of Light and his little helpers. Ah, wait a moment, there's more, and I defy you not to be surprised by this revelation. The leader of the Ishgardian smugglers was formerly in the employ of one of Eileen Royal, the infamous Ivy herself. Once again, Thancred, I fear I must inform you that... Thancred, with whom else have you shared this information? About the smugglers? No one. As I think I mentioned, the raid was less than an hour ago. I was planning to contact you stolen next. There's someone else you would have me notify first? No, there isn't. I see your chat message. Yeah. It's funny. Okay. What in the world has gone into her? It's twice now that we've sought Ariandra's aid, and twice she treated him as if he was a stranger. Arcana won like grandfather grandfather's most dedicated pupils and spent as much time as the estate as we did. He's practically a member of the family. Truth be told, I struggle to recall a day from my childhood where I did not see the three of them laughing together. If this continues, I may have to raise the matter. Later, though, little Alamico waits. Let's go. I'll get to the bottom of this. You'll forgive me. It's been a long day. Did you have something to say? You're unsure. Oh, I've always struggled to understand what's going on in his head. Now more than ever. Listen, Yevon, if anything should happen, it should be me who just know that I'm prepared to do what must be done. Right then. To more pressing matters, since we have no idea when Thancred might arrive, I suggest we see what information we can gather in his absence. Eager to get to work. So to review, we are reliably informed that members of the Alamegan resistance operating here have taken a receipt of several large shipments of crystals, our task being to ascertain who and why. Given the size of the settlement, I find it hard to believe that anyone here could be wholly unaware of the resistance movements. The challenge, of course, will be finding individuals who are both able and willing to share such information with outsiders. It would seem sensible to divide our forces. Yevon, why don't you question the residents in the eastern half of town? Alice and I will do the same in the west, and afterwards we can rendezvous here to share our findings. Cool. Just want to check. Cool, so we're approaching. And 3.4. Where did you want me to check? Or up there. Let me guess. Come to join the fight, have you? No need to deny it, friend. You're not the first to answer the Griffin's call. While he lit a fire in every Alamegan's heart, he also inspired more than a few Oldanians to pledge themselves to the cause. And a little wonder the Garlands won't stop until we are under the yoke. It's just random. I might not read this. It's like the Griffin has. One other. But where exactly? Yeah, the resistance. Damned if I know. It's not as if it'd be any use to him. You sit to store about all these tales of secret weapons. Good luck to you. But I'm too old for the mass bedtime stories. This is our lot, and it's time we get used to it. I suppose I should ask what you learned, but I think I already know. The Griffin seems to be the leader of the newly formed faction with the Resistance, the Masks, yet despite their growing popularity, no one seems to know much about them. Only that they are most aggressively militant group to join the movement in recent memory. Indeed, many claim their commitment to the cause of Alamegan liberation is unrivaled. We can but hope the revolutionary fervor is never channeled in the direction of a primal. though I feel confident that this is the group which received the crystal shipments. We yet lack proof. Before taking any action, I would speak with this settlement's leader to confirm my suspicions. It may happen enlist his help while I am well. Given that you and Gunilla are already acquainted, mayhap it would be best if you took the lead, shall we? Sure. Where is this way? Much as it pleases me to see you again, Yevon, I cannot help but wonder if I should be worried. I hear you and yours have been asking questions. The Griffin, eh? I know of him, as do we all. He and his mass have become a leading faction within the Resistance. Though there was suspicion at first given his secretive ways, he quickly proved himself as a charismatic and capable commander. Men are drawn to his passion and his vision. They truly believe that he has what it takes to lead them to victory. Even I cannot but help but admire the man for what he's accomplished. But I have not forgotten Willed. I was blind to the danger of his ambitions, and you were not. The Griffin will soon deliver a speech to our people at the sunken temple of Karn. Go and see him with your own eyes. Weigh his words with your own heart. How convenient. 'Tis but a pity Thancred is not here to join us. You two go on ahead. I shall stay behind and wait for him. Alright. Has it begun already? I hear voices coming from within.
Brothers and sisters, 20 years ago, Alamigo, our home, was claimed by the Garlean Empire. In our haste to overthrow the King of Ruin, we turned a blind eye to our foes in the north. With our glorious revolution, we but laid a path for a new tyrant to succeed the old. And when confronted with our failure, we fled. Not a day goes by that I do not think of those we left behind. Think of them and feel ashamed. And I know each and every one of you feels the same. We abandoned them, our own flesh and blood, to labor till their backs gave in and their breath gave out, building the twisted steel ramparts which now mar our once majestic mountains. We abandoned them, the brave and true, to fight and die for their country, or worse, to be conscripted and sent off to rob another poor bastard of his home. We abandon them, the meek and powerless, to bow and scrape when the Garleans pass, to sully themselves that they might live to see another day of misery. The Black Wolf may be dead, but a new Imperial Viceroy reigns in Alamigo now. A beast not a fraction as merciful. You all know the Eorzean Alliance will do naught to oppose him. For all their promises and platitudes, they will not act if there's no profit in it. Only we can free our brothers and sisters from the Empire's tyranny, my friends. Only we have the courage to stand and fight. They have imprisoned us. They have enslaved us. And they have murdered us. But no more! Blood demands blood, and the Garleans shall pay for every drop they have spilt upon our lands. This I promise you, for we have a power within us, my friends. A power befitting our pride, our righteousness. Only join us, and we shall grant you the means to unleash it, and together we shall see the Alamegan standard raised over the mountains of Gia Arbania once more!
A power befitting their pride. Not at all ominous, that. Wait, is that...
You didn't pop Lima.
What are you two doing here?
I could ask you the same thing.
Well, this is quite the surprise.
If you see what I see, if you feel as I...
Might I suggest we continue this conversation in more agreeable surroundings?
It is not strength of arms that will win this battle, but strength of heart.
Words can express like I am to see you both alive and well. And you thought it was pretty obvious you and Yevon would be fine. The Crystal Blades never had a realistic chance of capturing any of the Scions, divided as they were and distrusted by their better part of Eorzea. But if you truly believe that, forgive me, what exactly have you two been doing all this time? Repaying a favor. After the banquet, we had no choice but to flee Ul'dah, and we would not have been able to do so without the aid of some old friends from the Resistance. That's right, they smuggled us out of the city and sheltered us in Little Alamigo. All at great risk to themselves, obviously. We couldn't let that go unacknowledged, so we offered to help them out with their operations for a while. We learned of the Scion's exoneration. The Laredo had severed all ties with the Crystal Braves, and that General Raubon has been reinstated. We resolved to make contact, but having long since discarded our link pros as a precautionary measure, our options are rather limited. To make matters more complicated, we were embroiled in a delicate operation at the time, leaving me with little choice but to entrust a letter to a courier. I gather from your puzzled expressions, however, that you never received it. To be honest, we thought this might happen. While the Master are happy to let the refugees spread the word within the community, they're pretty strict about communicating with outsiders. Oh, and we also heard a rumor that the Griffin doesn't want us meddling in his affairs. The Griffin mistrusts the signs of the 7th Dawn? Curious. It's well known that we are no friends to Garlemald. One would think the man we saw besieging all and sundry to join his cause would welcome our sport. I should say that the man you saw was not in fact the Griffin, but an impersonator, and a talented rebel rouser to boot. It would not surprise me if he was reasonable for the majority of these public appearances. Responsible. As you may have gathered, the Griffin is an extremely cautious and distrusting man who has made every effort to conceal his identity. Even when we participated in a raid under his direct command, we were not permitted to approach him. It's hard to know what to make of it all. The secrecy, the impersonators, the masks. What? Sounds as though I'm making all of you wear one, and my own only covers half my face. It's completely different. Speaking of her mask, I looked so tough. Anyway, when we heard the Griffin was due to give a speech, we thought it might be a good opportunity to get a better sense of the man behind the to get a better sense of the man. Yeah, but like for you only like for some my character can't wear it for some reason. For all good it did. I don't know. I mean, it wouldn't look good when I'm wearing, but I'd make a fit for it. And now you have heard the whole of it. But tell me, who prompted you to take an interest in the Griffin? Summoning? You're not serious. I can't believe it. This would never even entertain such a ridiculous plan. But the Griffin, well, a man is an enigma. I cannot say with any confidence what he would or would not do. What I can say, however, is that the speech we heard today was not the first to make a reference to a power capable of defeating the Empire. The masks have made such claim of late. I confess I had assumed to be mere bluster, but in the context of shipments of which you spoke, it is not impossible that they are alluding to a primal. Whatever it is, we'll find out together, and if anyone tries to stop us, they'll answer to me. Indeed, that is assuming you'll have us. Honorable heroes. I don't think anyone's on my screen, so I might not read out loud right now. Oh, it's inside there. I understand. Can't do it. I guess it's a requirement. I don't know what it is, but it still remains that there is one. put on the clothes, sorry. Sure, for so long. Okay, let's update the gear set so we can what's the other thing? Oh yeah. Loki, that looks tough. Yeah, just don't look at my like arms and legs covered in dragoon armor. And a giant lance on my back.
My thanks, comrades. You must be the esteemed adventurers of whom I've heard so much. I understand you have taken an interest in our cause.
Yes, yes, yes.
A great interest, you might say. Your words have certainly made quite an impression on my friend and I. The Resistance has long, and some would say wisely, avoided open engagements with the Garleans, but you and yours seem confident against the world in arms. I can only assume you have good reason to be so bold. Why, one might even think you are planning to summon a primal. Because that would do much to explain the sizable shipment of crystals you recently received from your smuggler friends, whom our Ishgardian allies have since detained, lest you wonder.
I'd like to hear more about the Griffin. The real Griffin. Your performance earlier didn't fool us.
Ah, the famous scions of the Seventh Dawn. I should have known better than to think I could conceal the truth from you lot. You are right. I am not the Griffin, but I speak with his voice, and it was at his behest that we procured those crystals. You are wrong, however, if you think that we procured them to summon a primal. We used them to reach an accord with the Amalja. In exchange for crystals to summon their god, they will aid us in the fight for Alamegan liberation.
You've got to be joking. Have you gone completely mad? When people find out you helped the lizardmen summon Ifrit, they'll turn on the resistance. Alamigo will never be free.
This isn't a fairy tale, girl. We don't have the luxury to play at being honorable heroes. It's because the likes of you wouldn't sully your saintly hands that Alamigo's been under the yoke for the past 20 years. But the Griffin won't stand for it, and neither will we. We're ready to do whatever it takes.
What proof do you have of this arrangement with the Amalja?
What? Aside from a lack of crystals? None. But the beastmen have a great big pile of the things if you fancy looking. You might want to hurry, though. It'll not be long before they summon their god. Search our camp if you don't believe me. We have naught to hide.
If there is a cache to be found, Ida and I will find it.
Then let us be off. Are you perchance the Warrior of Light?
That's me.
Aye. I thought so. You should know that a great many who have joined us did so because you saved them. Because you showed them that one brave man can make a difference. You saved me too once. Helped a friend over in Quarry Mill make some medicine I needed. But that was a lifetime ago. On behalf of my brothers and sisters, I thank you. You gave us hope where there was none, courage and strength when all was lost. We shall not squander your gift.
I know that look, Ida, and I do not like it. You cannot seriously be contemplating taking up arms with that band of cutthroats.
I just...
If the Griffin and his men have their way, it is only a matter of time before the situation in Alamigo comes to a head. Your homeland's future teeters on a knife edge, and any reckless action, however small, could have irrevocable consequences. You mustn't lose sight of that, Ida. When the time comes, we must all make our choices, but we must do so in full possession of the facts. Now, let us away. There is work to be done.
What's the difference? I mean, XP bonus plus 3. Oh wait, sorry. Effects. I'm stupid. I'm just not looking. Skill speed 8, vitality 8, determination. Critical hit. It's like last Christmas, so last year I was in California actually. I was on vacation, but we were staying there over Christmas, and there was really nothing to do, and so I just played 14. I'll continue the story in a second. Thin credits. Yourself sick. You didn't probably know all along. Well, you still will be relieved, and also angry. Mainly angry, I should think. As for the crystals, what choice do we have? We cannot very well leave them in the hands of. Well, we know they could prepare Sunday free to even as we speak. We must make for Zahar without delay. Agreed. If there's not else to discuss, let's depart at once. Is that just works? Before I do this, I want to check how long. It's not been long. Can I get my Okay, lots of cutscenes are going to play. So before I do that, cool. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go grab like something to drink before I go ahead and continue, because it looks like it's going to take a second. So I have a. I'll be right back. Yeah. So just a moment. Let me. I'm back. All right, hold on. Wait. I need a liquid thing. We're good. Oh yeah, I'm gonna pull up my chat on my phone. Oh, let me get the mod view. And then we'll do audio only. Nice. Let's go. I confess, I expected a warmer greeting. But we must not jump to conclusions, not until we have braved the Bowl of Embers. We must be ready to engage the enemy at any moment. If you would make any final preparations, pray do so now. I shall await your signal. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, so we're apparently about to be in a lot of cutscenes. So, we are ready.
This isn't right. The Amalja would never leave this place so poorly guarded.
Not willingly, no.
The saviors of Eorzea. Slow as ever.
By the 12. Will you never learn?
You know, you're right. Mayhap it is time for a change of tack. Killing primals, tormenting beastmen, hastening the birth of a new god. It's all a bit much, isn't it? And frankly, we don't have the leisure to do it. But killing the warrior of light, on the other hand, that would soon plunge Eorzea into chaos. One life for one world. A fair exchange. Wouldn't you agree?
Lest you forget, you've more than one opponent.
Carbuncle! Defend me!
I sense you will offer more than mere target practice, unlike your sister.
Alizé!
Did I not tell you, Alphino? I am not the girl I once was. My brother was always the clever one, while my talents lay elsewhere. If you would dare to stand against us, to destroy all that we hold dear, then you shall die by my sword.
Let's finish this.
be the hardest one.
You should fall soon enough.
There's no escape!
Oh shoot.
It ends now. What?
The chains!
You snake! You would betray us as well?
He that holdeth fast unto his convictions shall never count betrayal amongst his crimes, though all the world may call him villain. My path is unchanged, my creed sacrosanct. This I believe with all my heart. But say, warrior of darkness, and speak true, what dost thou believe? That rendering up the souls of thy world in service to the rejoining will grant it salvation? Nay.
By the 12! Oriange!
It's my goat.
Mine apologies, Master Alphino. That the brightest light might shine, duty did compel me to walk in darkest shade.
You sweet fool. I was almost willing to believe you had turned against us. I expect a full explanation when this is over. For now, may I assume you have turned your cloak for the last time?
Thou mayest, my lady. By thy leave.
Even odds then. No matter. We'll crush the lot of you in one fell swoop!
Understood.
Hearken to me. We only have one chance. Channel your ether into my blade that I might strike before the mage casts his spell. I cannot do it alone, but together we can defeat them!
a new thing, or is it just... No. Well, I give you my ether. Oh, I'm stupid. I was just killing.
The ether. Oh, it's not enough.
More?
Just a little more.
I want to get my ether. Stop it, or your furnace. I mean, I can't win. Take the Warrior of Darkness! I can't give the Ether! There we go.
Not like this.
Alize, are you hurt?
A touch dizzy, but otherwise fine. Thank you.
And there you have it. Our friend is too stubborn to die.
We are far from finished. Or have you never considered how we came to this world?
Crystals? You mean, like the Ascians?
Just so. As the Ascians flee unto the rift twixt planes with crystals of darkness, so did these warriors come hither with crystals of light.
Eloquent, as always. Aye, like the Ascians, we too are beyond death. You cannot defeat that which is eternal.
Wait! Such methods as the Ascians employ require the renunciation of the flesh. You would have had to...
At long last, you see. To save our world, we gave our lives. We were just adventurers trying to make our way. An odd job here, a favor there. We never aspired to be warriors of light. But word of our deeds spread, and soon people were calling us heroes. They placed their hopes and dreams on our shoulders, and bid us fight for all that was good and right. We fought, and we fought, and we fought, until there was no one left to fight. We won! And now our world is being erased from existence. We did everything right. Everything that was asked of us, and still it came to this. You of all people should understand. We cannot, we will not falter. We brought our world to the brink of destruction, and now we must save it.
I've died before, Arbet. I'm not afraid to die again.
No matter how many times we fall, we must rise and carry on the fight for those we left behind.
To have known the depth of sorrow and embraced the highest sacrifice. Nonetheless, Master Louis-Sois, guide my hand, I pray you, as fate's thread spinneth upon this most capricious spindle. Quickly! Thou must needs invoke the power of thy crystal.
What is this place?
Such pain. Such sorrow. Oh, my dear children.
It can't be.
Mother Heidelin, hearken unto your children's plea. From two worlds do we gather, and from two worlds do we offer a bounty of light. In this desperate hour we do beseech your intercession. We beg an audience with the word of the Mother, with your chosen Minfilia.
Your cries go not unheard, nor your sacrifices unnoticed. Though many are lost, there are those we can yet save, whom I can yet save.
Minfilia.
Blessed children of the first, the light of your world hath grown blinding in its radiance, but it is not yet absolute. I will hie me to your world, and there take unto myself the light which riseth even now to drown it, as darkness once did drown another.
Now you deign to answer our prayers? I will suffer this farce no longer!
As the Ascians must serve as instruments of Zodiark's will, so too must others carry out the will of Heidelin. But for the boon you have granted her, she has grown strong enough to set me free, that I might serve as her emissary. Your suffering, your sacrifice, your supplications, she has heard all.
We will not let the first fall to light. Thank you, Urianger, for bringing everyone here. It fills my heart with joy to look upon the faces of my friends once more.
In taking you unto her bosom, I knew that Heidelin had bequeathed to you a sliver of her grace, granting you strength longsword. And in treating with the Ascians, I learnt of a star like unto our own, a doomed world of fallen heroes, in whom I glimpsed ourselves, the first. Full long did I search for a means to save this world, concluding at the last that the answer lay in the power of blessed crystals. And thus did I labor to set light against dark. Yet I knew from the beginning that this salvation would not come without sacrifice. For the instrument of the first's deliverance would of necessity be required to journey thither, there to remain, mayhap forever.
You orchestrated all of this, not to save her, but to send her away!
One life for one world. Such was the bargain, and you the coin, though it were not mine to spend.
Have we not walked together in the light of the crystal, and at her bidding borne witness to the joys and sorrows of this land? Each and every one of you knows my heart. If this be the price I must pay, I pay it gladly.
You would go alone, then?
My dearest Thancred, you who have ever watched over me, I am truly grateful for all you have done on my behalf, as would my father be. Your kindness, your compassion, your love. These are your gifts to me, and our gifts to them, forming a bond which transcends time and space.
Sometimes I forget you are not the child I once knew. Make me proud.
Long have I watched you from Heidelin's side, watched as you nurtured and kept safe the light of the dawn. The dark recesses of the world hide untold secrets and dangers. Thus do I entrust to you, Tupsimati. I pray you, keep to the path that you may never have need of it.
Twould seem the power of our crystals is all but spent. Perhaps, if there is naught else to be done.
Hear me, servants of Heidelin. you would have us place our trust in you, then I would ask a favor. Take us with you. Take us home. We were blind to the truth once, so I tell you this, as one fool to another. Light, dark, it doesn't matter. What matters is how you choose to use them. We made our choice and you see what came of it, so please, forge a different path. Seize a better fate.
It is a strange feeling. So many times have I watched you depart, my heart filled with worry. And ever did you return to me in triumph. Someday, when I have found a way to free this star from her sorrow, I promise you I shall repay the favor. Thank you, Amy, for everything.
It would seem we are in South Thanalan again. Ophelia is doing, no doubt. May the 12 speed her on her way, and the warriors of darkness too. I cannot help but wonder what awaits those wayward souls. If they gave their lives in order to travel to the source, then in returning to the first, would they not? But mayhap that was their wish. Let's see. Although it seems to be a loss of words. Forgive me. My thoughts were elsewhere, and this is what I know full well there's yet work to be done. The crystals! Right here. Oopsies. Wait, are we? We're outside.
Back in the solar. It's been too long since we were all together like this. Not since after Minbreda.
Much has changed since then. We ourselves, most of all.
Though not all who were lost could be gathered here today, we may take comfort in the knowledge that those who are not are carrying on the fight.
While I am grateful to our friends in the north for their hospitality, it isn't half good to be back.
But, as Papalima rightly said, much has changed since we last stood here. The Scions of the Seventh Dawn are not as they once were, nor should we be. Our travels in the north brought us into contact with a host of fine and generous people, and their selfless deeds serve to show me that it is not lofty causes that should inform our actions, but our hearts. And I hope that the Scions might continue in this manner, as individuals driven by individual principles. Provided we all sincerely desire to work towards Eorzea's salvation, I believe the paths we follow to achieve it need not, and should not, be dictated by any single ideal.
Companions bound by a common purpose, free to go whither they will. The idea is not without merit. Very well. I shall resume my research of the primals and the elder gods of Eorzea. Should anyone have need of my findings, you need only ask. I should be glad of your continued assistance.
Well, my main purpose in coming here was to see the signs of the Seventh Dawn restored and my dear friend found. Nevertheless, having involved myself in your struggles, I feel compelled to see them through to the bitter end. For Minfilia's sake. That is, if there are no objections.
You will always be welcome here, Kryl.
Urianger, can we trust you to carry on your investigation of the Ascians as before?
Regardless of mine own desires, I am undeserving of your trust, having so villainously deceived you all.
Now, I'll hear no more of that. It would be disrespectful of Minfilia's wishes. She entrusted matters here to us, that we might protect this star and understand the truth which hides at her heart. Mayhap I can handle the former, but I think you far better suited to the latter. No?
Very well. Then out of love for my Lady Minfilia and Moonbreeder both, this shall be my solemn charge.
Papalimo and I should probably return to Thanalan to keep an eye on the Resistance. There's still the matter of the Griffin and the Amalja, not to mention the new Imperial Viceroy. That little lot must be worthy of our attention, right?
And what will you do, Alize?
You know I have no great love for organizations and formalities. That being said, this new approach you propose is wholly objectionable, and we've always got him to keep us from bickering. But I will suffer no titles. I am not here for House Leveilleur, nor to walk in Grandfather's shadow.
Upon that point, we see eye to eye. If it please you, you may think of me as but another comrade in arms.
Well then, Alfie, I for my part shall see to the paperwork and the finances with my characteristic aplomb.
I would not have it any other way, Tataru. And we mustn't forget you. What now for the Warrior of Light?
Indeed.
The path behind us was fraught with hardship, and the path before us will be no less unforgiving. But a new dawn shall break over the realm, and I see before me the faces of those who will deliver it.
Hey, that's 3.4 done. We got a cutscene.
One world's heroes are another world's villains. One world's loss, another world's gain. Where men go as one, there is life. And where there is life,
My friends, if I may, I would ask that you entrust Ffxiv to me. Clouds gather upon the horizon, and as Master Louisoix's disciple, I would keep it close at hand. Thank you. I shall guard it well.
there is cause to hope. For every ending, every parting, marks a new beginning.
Cool. Oh, shoot. that's 3.4 done. Cool. There's 2 more patches left. Which is 9 more quests. I do want to try and get through that all. Now, this entire time I've been playing, I've only done 9 quests. But maybe these will be shorter. It's setting up Stormblood. Oh. We can start it. I don't know how long this will take. We can see. What?
We're here. Did we miss anything?
We would not presume to begin without you, Ida. Urianger has returned to the Waking Sands, but everyone else is now present.
Yes, but for what exactly? We all have duties to attend to, Alphino, so you may dispense with the preamble.
Thank you, Alize. It is the very subject of those duties which compelled me to call this gathering. Though the Warriors of Darkness no longer pose a threat, Eorzea's many troubles demand no less of our attention. And while I stand by the decision to approach each task as we see fit, I fear our effectiveness will ultimately be diminished should we continue to act in ignorance of each other's efforts. Thus, I propose we elect a successor to Minfilia. Not to serve as a fully fledged antecedent, perhaps, but as a coordinator of operations.
Is that all? Oh, then the decision seems clear. No one else has shown any enthusiasm for the role, and judging by your performance at our previous meeting, you would seem the perfect candidate. You always did have a flair for politics.
I did not mean to... That was not my intention. As my tenure as commander of the Crystal Braves comprehensively demonstrated, I lack the qualities required for such an office. I would much prefer to remain as I am now, a soldier in the field, so to speak.
Should none of our numbers step forward, must we then constrain some unwilling candidate to take up the position?
Well, based on merit alone, a certain adventurer would be my choice. Though I concede he might struggle to balance his new responsibilities with, let me see, slaying primals, thwarting legatuses, and feeding the orphan poor.
Thancred makes a good point. Any who would wear such a mantle would be bound by its obligations. Have we not become sufficiently familiar with each other's methods to act without an overseer? At present, I see no cause to so willingly limit one of our number.
Oh my goodness! Help! I need some help here!
Tataru, are you all right?
Me? I'm fine. It's this poor girl who just staggered in and collapsed on the floor that I'm worried about.
Narco! God, how did... Yashola! Please, you have to help her.
Kral, a hand if you would. Let us see about closing these wounds.
Now, we've staunched the bleeding, but it may be a while before you can move about again. Though having seen your wounds, I'm surprised you are still moving at all.
Thank you. My message. It was too important to delay. I took the shortest route I could, though I knew it was more heavily patrolled. As you can see, my efforts at evasion were not entirely successful.
Honestly, you're too brave for your own good. What was so urgent that you needed to fight half the Empire to get here? You could have been killed.
I'm sorry, Ida. I had good reason. But I imagine your friends are wondering who this bloody mess of a Mikote is. My name is Minago, and I belong to the Alamegan Resistance. I came to warn Ida and Papalimo about one of our leaders. A man who calls himself the Griffin. He's always been dangerous, but he's planning something new. Something reckless.
The Griffin, you say? I've heard the name. Rumor has it your man is eager to test his claws.
Aye, and on no easy target. He means to assault Belthar's wall from the Alamegan side.
But what does the Griffin possibly hope to gain from such an attack?
From what I understand, he wants the fires of war to spread to Eorzea. And for that, he needs to control the border with Gridania.
So, he means to spark a conflict between the Alliance and the Imperial forces stationed in Alamigo, to have Eorzea's armies aid in the liberation effort, whether they will it or no.
His plan is flawed. Even should the Resistance succeed in occupying the wall, they would not be able to hold it. Imperial reinforcements would drive them out within a week.
Be that as it may, if there is even a chance that this scheme could bring about an escalation in hostilities between Eorzea and the Empire, the Alliance must be informed.
Agreed. I shall depart for Limsa forthwith and seek an audience with the Admiral. Thancred, Uldar is yours. Alphino and Alize, make haste to the Twelveswood and notify the Elder Seedseer of the danger to Gridania. She will duly call a council of the Alliance leaders, whom you must be ready to receive. You will be our voice in Ishgard. Explain the situation to Sir Emeric, and encourage him to send an envoy. To Taru, Kryl, I leave the care of our injured messenger to you. See that she remains quiescent and her wounds closed. I believe that covers everything. Let us be about our tasks.
I suspect the ill tidings from Girabania will be held as a turning point. The beginning to a bloody end. The business of war was ever conducted with the coin of self-sacrifice. 'Twas Master Louis Soir himself who taught us that such costs are not to be ignored or denied. And so, I shall embrace them. When the time comes, I will make my choice, as you will yours.
Why does this actually hate me? stupid? Supposedly, he should be here. Oh, they're just not loading. Yep, okay, there it is. Okay.
I bid you welcome, my friends. As you will by now be aware, the Scions of the Seventh Dawn have come into possession of certain intelligence concerning recent developments in the region of Gyr Abania. It springs, I am assured, from an unimpeachable source. Is that not so, Master Alphino?
Indeed, Elder Seedseer. Our information comes directly from a member of the Resistance's inner circle, and we have no cause to doubt its veracity.
This griffin of theirs is a fool if he thinks he can hold Belsar's wall against the Empire. When the Imperials move to take it back, they will come in force. And the resulting fighting is all but certain to spill over into the Black Shroud.
At the Battle of Cartano, the combined might of 3 grand companies labored to contend with the remnants of but a single Imperial legion. Alone, Gridania would be hard-pressed indeed to hold back the tide, should the Garleans turn their minds from reclamation to invasion.
May I once more convey my nation's deepest regrets for our inaction in the days prior to the calamity. 'Tis a stain upon our ledger that I would fain remove.
Elder Seedseer, I do hereby request leave to deploy a defensive force within the borders of Gridania. Ishgard's return to the Alliance shall be honored by more than mere ink upon parchment.
The Doman people too would join any effort that weakens our common foe. We are few, but our most seasoned shinobi are at your disposal.
On behalf of my people, I offer you my humble thanks. Gridania welcomes your assistance.
It is time we set our contingency plans in motion. Is the Alliance agreed? Then let us make ready for war. Victory favors the swift, and there is much to be done.
The Council knows that Alamigo will not soon be wrested from the Empire, and its decision to bolster the border's defenses seems eminently practical. Why then, brother, do you scowl so?
I agree that they have chosen the wisest course available. Indeed, the only reasonable one. Yet something feels awry. In making ready for war, is the Alliance not granting the Griffin the very thing he desired? Any attempt to hold the wall is doomed to failure, aye. But I wonder if we have misjudged the prize for which he plays.
Okay. There's like 2 more quests of 3.5, and then there's, let me check. 4 quests in 5.6, but 6 more quests. Although I've been playing, this has been a 3-hour stream. So I might have to end it off here, but I don't know. I did really want to get to Stormblood today. Maybe I'll get on tonight again. But I've just been on for 3 hours. Done really nothing. And I want to, you know, just a little social. So I'm gonna, I think I'll end it off here. I know there's no viewers right now. Hopefully we can change that in future streams. But if anyone's just so happens to be watching the VOD on YouTube, thank you very much. But that's all for me. Alright, I should go fast though. I do wanna see. I know gear. But is there new titles? Yes. Cool. Yeah. That'll be all for me, so maybe I'll stream later again tonight. But it's been a long while, but good progress. Good progress. Alright. Goodbye.